Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sports Card Madness. This is LZ. I am here with Nick, and today we're going to talk about our worries in the hobby. Nick and I have been going back and forth on texts for a couple weeks now with some of our worries, and we're like, you know what? We just need to get on and we need to talk about this. Nick, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. And guess what? I have also, before we get into the worries, I have figured out the identity of the guy who signed the MJ cards, the 1010 MJ cards. So we'll talk
All right,
about
so
that a little bit later too.
that's awesome. So that's not necessarily a worry. That's actually a good thing that you hunted
Mhm.
this guy down. All right, I gotta hear these details. I gotta
Took
hear
me a
them.
month, and that's saying something. I can usually find people quick. So
Oh, a month. All
yeah,
right. So this guy's
he's a ghost. He's a
he's a
ghost. But I
ghost.
got him.
All right. Interesting.
All
Very
right.
interesting. All
Hobby
right,
worries. Who's going first? You or me?
let's just check our phones and go down our list of what we've been worried about lately, Nick. No, you start. You have a good one to start.
Yeah.
I think one of the bigger topics in the hobby right now that we're worried about.
Market manipulation, my friend.
Dun dun
Dun
dun.
dun dun. If any of you watch stocks and you watch Jim Cramer is not allowed to buy stocks. He's literally not allowed. See, he has a charitable trust. That's how he purchases stocks. What's the reason? Because when he says buy Nvidia, half the world goes and buys Nvidia and it
Mm.
alters the price. We don't have regulation in sports cards.
Didn't Dave Portnoy Barstool they tried to get him in trouble for that too? Like
Of
wasn't he
course,
kind of like manipulating even though he's not a
it's a
Jim
tricky
Cramer, but
area. It
yeah.
depends on your reach and everything.
Mm,
It's hard to prove, but there's
mm,
certain people that they're like, like you're not trading anymore,
yeah.
unless it's for charity, which Jim Cramer does, and that's actually admirable. But anyway, 85 star, like get the Reebok pumps out, pump, 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 pump. Okay, like this is crazy.
D
Um,
Brown? D
yeah,
Brown pumps?
yeah, he's gonna dunk. He's gonna like blindfold dunk.
All right.
I'm sorry. Like, so I was on the pod with like an 85 star guru, and it's cool. Like, I don't really give a crap what his rookie card is. They're both awesome cards, both going to be valuable. That's all
Hmm.
good. What I'm talking about here is certain influencers who are saying things like, wow, this card's amazing and it's going to go up in price and just increasing this like FOMO. And they're just holding on the cards and just
Yeah.
wanting the prices to go up so they're benefiting themselves. And then you have others who are like bragging about unrealized gains. It's like this phone
What
is
does
going to
that
be
mean? What does that mean, Nick? Unrealized gains for
all
the
right. So
audience.
unrealized gain, you bought a card for $1 and it's worth $10 now. Your
Hmm.
unrealized gain is $9. But
Yeah.
guess what? You didn't realize it yet. Now, if you
It's like all of us that have a 401k or an investment, right? You're looking at that and you're like, "Oh, my 401k is worth 100 grand."
it's not
No,
real
it's not.
money.
You haven't sold that. You haven't
Not
sold
until it
that
turns
yet.
into a US dollar.
Yeah.
It's you can like
Hmm.
touch and feel or it's digital or whatever. So
Yeah.
the unrealized gain thing is just a little weird, like people bragging about that. And it's just getting the whole thing flowing. And
Mm.
I just think it's like a real shit way to like handle the hobby. I don't like it. And it's happening with other cards too. I'm just picking on 85 star.
So people are people are actually bragging about a card that they haven't sold.
Correct. Well, it gets even worse. I mean, you could you could probably figure out who we're talking about, but that card it wasn't even the card. It's like he sold that card for a lesser price early on
Yeah.
that nobody knows because it's a private sale, and then now
Mhm.
there's a new card and there's an unrealized gain on the new card. So no one's going to be able to tell a cost basis, which for the audience is what you paid for the card.
Yeah.
It's blind. You have no idea, and the whole thing's just stupid. And like these people just with the FOMO and the pumping. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I'm 44 and I've lived through a few things. I just don't
And
buy into that
you're
shit.
just
But
done.
sorry, I'm swearing more than usual. It's very weird, but
No, you're
um,
good. You're
yeah,
good.
it's
You're
all
yeah,
good.
this is a passionate thing. I think yeah, it's it's very funny. It's very interesting what people are doing with this particular card. I'm a little
To the
shocked by
moon,
it.
baby, to the moon.
Yeah, to the
This
moon.
is a bubble. Sorry, the 85
Yeah.
star has gone up too fast. It will crash at some
Hmm.
point soon. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not a supply demand thing. It's just moved too fast.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh God.
that's my
Yeah,
85
this
star.
just watch out. Watch out. I wanted to make another point, but I already forgot. I'll probably think of
All
it in a
right.
second. We'll come back to it
Next
if we
area
need to.
to bitch about. So for the audience, LZ and I, over the last 3 weeks, individually, each one of us have contemplated walking away from the entire channel and pod because we've been so pissed off about so much crap in the hobby. We're
Yeah.
both staying here. We've decided to stay, but
Yeah, we're staying.
it's been a fun little fun few weeks.
Yeah,
So
it's been
all
an
right, go ahead,
emotional roller
LZ.
coaster. It's been an emotional roller coaster. All right. Me and Nick, it's very obvious we talk a lot about autographs and we follow autographs that are coming down, especially private signings of autographs, right? We talk a lot about the 86 basketball set flair that we're going for. I saw very recently that Steph Curry is charging $1,250 for his rookie card autograph. $1,250, everybody. That is madness. That is madness for somebody who is still alive, somebody who is not yet in the Hall of Fame, and I know he's going to make the Hall of Fame. I'm not arguing with that, but he's not in the
Obviously.
Hall of Fame yet, everyone. That is wild. And I think the craziest thing is I really hope that not many people are jumping on this because you're gonna get burned. Um, Me and Nick have seen it before with the sets we're collecting for the players that are alive and living, and they've never signed before, or they sign only once every 5 years.
Until
And
they do.
when we went and chased them, thinking, oh, we're doing this autograph for $100 and it's going to be worth 1,500 afterwards. No, because everybody and their mother went and got the autograph signed, and we ended up losing money on those.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
this Steph Curry autograph is not going to be special, everybody. It's just not.
My
It's
advice
not.
on this: come visit me and LZ in Boston. Get a couple cheap bleacher seats in the Garden, and just come down and grab a card. He signs at games at warm up. So get your rookie card, bring it down, have him sign it. It'll be the cost of tickets and the drive up. All right, that's my advice on that one.
Listeners, real quick, did you all catch the Boston accent come out with Nick right
I'm
there?
tired.
I
I'm
know you
tired.
did.
So it
I
came
know you
out.
did. Tell everybody to come down to the Garden, and
Oh,
you
I'm
can
gonna eat
sit in
some,
the bleachers.
I'm gonna park the car. Your wife's the worst. She's like, I'm gonna eat some yogurt.
Yeah, we have to have Amy on at some point. Everyone will love
All
her
right.
accent.
What's
All right,
next on the
Nick.
docket, man? What
Yeah.
is next? All right. I'm going to talk about gambling. And this is just like, I'm starting to think me and you don't like gambling. It's just not my
No.
thing. Like, I don't, the
Mm-mm.
pain of losing money is not equal to the pleasure of making it for me. So I just
Yeah.
don't like it. It's not fun for me. So right away, like, that's probably why I don't open a ton of packs. It's why I don't enter breaks. I don't really love it. I don't really gamble on a ton of games or anything like that on DraftKings.
And we're
So
we're not knocking it, right? A lot of
yeah, it's
people
cool.
do
It's
it,
just not our
right?
thing. So,
Yeah, it's not
but
our thing.
I'm sorry. Like the modern hobby is 99.9999999% gambling. Um, it's just like it's so bad. I mean, you have Nat Turner saying like you're not going to make your money back on packs. Just like that line of thinking is telling you like, wow, I need to make my money back. You have influencers with these silly videos. I need to make $250 on this pack in the next minute, or else somebody's bonus is going to not be this number or something like that. And it's like it's just perpetuating this gambling. And you know what's cool is like, hey, you know what? You're a 7-year-old kid. You want to buy a scratch ticket? You can't. Oh, that sucks. Go on Tops now, buy some cards, and then if you don't get the hit, it's useless cardboard. You can
Oh,
you
you
can
just
start
did
a
a
fire
reel.
with it.
You just did a reel on that, and that was a good reel with the scratch tickets. That was
It's
a great
like,
one.
hey, you know
Yeah.
what? And so now here's the other thing, man. This repack shit. It's like
Mm-hmm.
just garbage. Like you take all the shit that's been opened, you get one little shiny thing, and you're like, ooh, here's a platinum release drop. And here's a like, what do you think this company's business model is? Like, do you think that they're gonna like give more out than they get in? No,
No.
they say, here's a shitty card. Here's a nice card. Let's add 9 more pieces of shit to it. It's like the financial crisis with the mortgage bubble. Like you
Mm-hmm.
you pack like a couple AAA mortgages with D and
Ooh,
C
good
and
point.
F class mortgages, and
Yeah,
you
good
package
point.
them as a bond. And you know what happened there? The whole goddamn thing collapsed.
It
And that is
collapsed.
that is repacking, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so like these companies, they are literally just like, we're gonna make a 90% margin on you idiots. Have fun gambling. And I think it's so stupid. I have like zero respect for any repacker. I'm sorry.
It's interesting, Nick, right? Like everybody we talk to who buys these repacks, none of them are happy. So why do people keep buying them?
because people get paid $200 a post to promote them. I will never promote a repacker on this show. Sorry,
Yeah.
you could try to veto me. We're never ever going to take money from a repacker. And that repacking is like a claw machine for adults. Like it's so let me get a like silver pack and then open it up and I got some weird, I don't know, Trevor Lawrence crap, and then you're gambling on Trevor Lawrence. The whole thing is
Mm,
gambling. That's cool, but the funny thing is, man, this would be a Ponzi scheme if
mhm.
we didn't have collectors at the bottom. Like if me and you didn't exist, like set collectors, where would it go? Like where would the flow go? Like to
Oh
the
boy.
oceans, to the
Yeah, if
trash.
there wasn't.
You know what
Yeah,
I
you're
mean?
right. If
So
there
if
wasn't
people
set
walk away,
collectors.
like if you're fanatics and you're repackers and you run this industry, you are trying to get collectors. So they need to work on like sets and collectors, because if you don't work on collectors long term and it's all
Yeah, you need
gambling,
long term. Yeah, you
it's
need
just
long term customers. Yeah.
all
You
right.
know
So that's
what
my
though?
repacking.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate with you, right? Because I have thought about the gambling thing before. Let's go back to you being 10 years old and going to the local general store in your town and buying uh Flair Ultra basketball pack
Yeah.
for $4. It was probably cheaper than that. It was probably $2 back then. Um, do you think that was a form of gambling?
Yeah, I mean, the difference is the cost and the VIG, right?
Yeah.
Like you knew that pack
Mhm.
was, I mean, it's 25 cents, depending on the year, it could be a buck, right? Like the
Mm.
nice, like the premium
Yeah.
ultra stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like bubblegum money, and there weren't a ton of parallels and inserts and numbered cards and like chase things. So you
Hmm.
kind of were just chasing like a Jordan or like a favorite player or something like
Or
that.
trying to build the set, like, hey, I want to try to collect
Yeah.
all the Celtics players, or just
I guess you could
yeah.
loosely say you're spending 25 cents to try to,
Mm,
but I wasn't trying to get something that's worth $10 so I could flip
mm.
it. It was a very different time, like a
It
very different
was.
era for collecting. And the
And
cost was very different.
yeah, the cost, right? I like the bubblegum money reference, right? Is that's what it was. It
Yeah,
was
it's like
it
a
was
buck.
cheap. It was cheap. Like, yeah, $1 was worth more back then, but it's not like it is now. We're talking about $100 repacks. I don't even know how much they are, Nick. How much are these repacks? I know they're expensive. Like yeah, there's
It,
because it's different levels. There's
I
platinum,
don't even
gold,
want to give
silver.
the repackers more airtime. I think they're all
Yeah,
just, it's all horseshit. Like, I'm sorry.
yeah,
I hate
yeah.
it. I hate it.
Mm.
I'm all fired up today. It's great.
You are. The Boston
We're gonna
accent's
get, I'm
coming
gonna get
out.
so much crap for this episode,
That's
but
all right.
bring it
That's all
on,
right.
baby. You want to
Yeah.
talk about the MJ guy a little bit?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I want to hear yeah, I've heard very little detail other than the fact that you've identified him. That's it. That's all I
Yeah,
know.
I think this is from Nick's good old dark web days at the 90s. I could just find shit out
Yeah.
about people. So
Hmm.
I it took me a little while. I thought I'd get him in a few days. It took a month. But what's interesting here, so first of all, he wants to be anonymous. So I will
Okay.
respect that, even though he was in the biggest, hobby magazine there is anonymously. So I'm not gonna like dox him or anything like that. I respect that as a man. But I will say this: it's not Rick Probstein at all. That was like a lot of people's guesses because he had a lot of 1010, not sorry,
Yeah,
10 MJs.
sure.
It's a name that no one will know. He is a complete and total ghost.
Oh.
Um, it was not like a golf club member or any of that. He could put away the golf club lists to try to. I'm trying to
Hmm.
think. I don't want to give too much information out, but
Did you read the PSA article?
I did.
All
Yes.
right. So, did it kind of match the profile of this person that you've now found out who it is and with
The
the
birthday
PSA
short
article?
match, that was the biggest
Yeah.
mistake. PSA basically aged him and said he was this age at this year, and then it
And
was
that's
game
it.
over. It
It
was
was
game
game
over after
on.
that.
Yeah.
Once you
Yeah.
got somebody's birthday in a location, it's done. But
Yeah.
anyway, the only thing I'll say is the way he pulled this off wasn't like he lost a bet to Jordan, all these like weird stories. It's really simply he had like a multi-year two-way profitable commercial relationship with Jordan, and
Hmm.
they respected each other, and he's also a huge Jordan fan, and he just kind of was like, hey, can you do this for me? And it's it's like anything in life, you've got the relationship, and he made it happen. So I haven't reached out yet, but I'm going to, and I'm gonna offer like maybe he can come on anonymously. I can disguise his voice, and
Yes, let's do it. Disguise his
so
voice.
we'll see. But again,
Yeah.
he wanted to be anonymous, so I won't say it. but I am burdened with that information now.
Yeah, we've talked about, yeah, no, congratulations on finding them. That's awesome. We talked, I think, didn't we talk a bit about the PSA magazine article a bit? Like the story's actually pretty interesting. Like these cards like really, really mean something to this guy. According to the article. Um, it's almost
Yeah,
like when he was growing up, like Jordan helped him get through a tough time in life.
it meant everything
Um,
to him. He did not
yeah.
grow up wealthy. This is
Mm,
like a working class guy, regular dude. Again, no one. He is not in the hobby. He is not on Instagram. He's never
yeah.
been on anybody's show. He's a total ghost. When I told somebody who also knows who it is, he was stunned that I figured it out. So
Really?
yeah,
So
interesting.
the person you did tell, did they know who this guy is though? And they were kind of shocked that he
There
pulled
are
it off?
about 4 or 5 people, including Nat Turner, and I did not ask Nat. Nat did not tell me this.
Mm,
That know his identity.
wow.
And actually, I make the sixth
And
now.
now you're the sixth. And hopefully we can get him on. Oh, that would be a great. We have to get him on. We'll work on that one.
Right
All
on,
right.
right on.
All right.
So, what do you think?
I would be remiss not to bring up Shohei Otani
Mm,
50-50. And I'm not even going to call it the 50-50 club, and I'm going to get into that. He's got 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases.
dude's the man.
Like he's the only human being to ever do this. This
Pretty
is
awesome.
this is insane. Like congratulations to this guy like and the way he did it, it was 3 home runs, 2 stolen bases. Like it was the most magical game like in Major League Baseball history. Like what he did is just incredible. So tying it back to here, we all for the past let's call it couple months have been talking about the triple auto tops now. LeBron,
Bada
Curry,
bing.
KD. Well, tops now is doing the same damn thing with Otani. They showed pictures of it. It's got his signature and it says 50-50 club. And that triple auto, there were 580,000 ish cards sold. Shoot. I mean, I think this card's more special. This card
I
is more special than
I
that one.
agree. This is a
So,
card I would actually want.
yes.
That
Yes.
tells you something. So
So what do we think? Are they going to sell 1 million? Are they going to sell 1 million of these tops
depends on
now
what they want
cards?
to print. I mean, it's like Marshall Fogel said, if the whales are gonna buy it, just make more, more, more. This they Fanatics is the state lottery, and
Yeah.
they just printed 600,000. Why not print 6 million?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just see as far as they can go.
Well, the
Why not?
deadline, so when this airs, when this show airs, the deadline would have already closed. I think they're only giving like a 48-hour deadline to buy these things. And I went on this morning and I couldn't even get on the website to order it. So like people are flooding this thing right now. Later on,
They need to be using Uptime Robot, man, and sneaking in with the bots.
There
I
we
gotta
go.
do that. I gotta set one up and grab that. I'll
Yeah,
give it to
you should.
a
Yeah,
fan or
grab me
something.
one too. Grab two. Grab
All
two
right,
for me.
and one
Get
for
the
an audience
Uptime.
member.
Ooh, there we go.
All
All
right,
right.
sweet. We're coming up
Let's
on time, so
let's
my
do that
turn.
challenge. No, hold on, hold on.
Oh,
One last question around this.
uh-huh.
If you're the only one who's ever done this, is it really a club?
Well,
Because
it's
they're
a
deeming
one-man
it the
club, right?
50-50 club. I don't think it is, man.
It's a hopeful club. Like you want you
So,
want other people to join you someday.
yeah, this is going to be a tough one because he wrote right on the card 50-50 club and everybody's calling it that. I don't think it's a club, man. You're on your own.
Ain't no
You're the
club.
only one.
Although it's a little
So,
weird to make up your own club. It's like I'm a unicorn lover who likes meatballs, who whatever, and that's my club.
that's
It's
my
like,
club.
yeah,
No,
so,
you
I
got to
don't know.
have two people.
You got to
I
have two
should have
people
looked.
to make it a club.
Yeah, I'm
I
going to
agree
look
with
up
you.
the definition of that. All right, what was the last one you wanted to cover?
Oh no, nothing to cover.
Or is
Man.
that it? Oh, well,
This,
good.
this is an episode with me and you, so I'm going to torture you with a question. That's what we always do, right?
Oh no! All right,
Yeah, it's
pop
my
quiz
turn.
time.
You asked the last like 3, so I'm
I
getting
did.
one. All right,
Well,
we'll make this.
I have a full list of like many questions to ask Nick, like ready to go. All right, so here we
This
go.
is a
for
good
me.
one. It's gonna put you on your feet a little bit. So,
Uh-oh. All
and
right, let me
you can only
stretch.
you can only pick one.
Let me stretch.
And I'll give you mine after. Greatest music video of all time.
Oh, video. All right,
Video.
all right. I'm gonna
Now
go.
we're in our 40s, guys. Music videos were huge in the
Mhm.
80s and 90s.
All right, so the immediate one that comes to mind was when MTV first came out. It was Aha.
Yeah.
Oh, Aha. What was that? Take on Me. Take on Me. Like that one comes to mind.
Right.
But there are two that come to mind.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna give you my second pick first, and then the first one. My second pick is Guns N' Roses November Rain.
Oh, great
That
video.
video really stuck out to me. Like that was like an 8-minute song, and it had all this drama. There was like a wedding in it, and there was like, I don't know, it was like fire. It was like all this crazy stuff. All right. But the number one video of all time, and I'm dropping the mic on this, is Michael Jackson Thriller. Drop the mic, Michael Jackson Thriller, best music video of all time.
Damn, that's mine. So
Yeah.
my backup's kind of a sleeper pick, dude. I liked
right.
Van Halen's Right Now. That was pretty dope.
Oh,
Like
right now.
it had all like it was a good vibe for the time
Isn't
and
there
all
like
these
fighter
facts.
jets and like wasn't there like I don't know, it was like what's
Watch the
going on with Right
video.
Now?
You know what? I'm gonna overlay some of it on this
Yeah.
for YouTube, but like it was really cool. You actually by the end of that video, you learned like a ton of facts about the world. Like it was really cool. It was
Really?
really well done. Go watch
Okay.
it right
All right, I'm
now.
gonna go
Van
watch
Halen.
it. All right.
Excellent.
But you're in Michael Jackson Thriller.
That would, but
just,
that's my number one. Like, it's not even like a close second.
yeah, who comes second?
REM had some pretty cool ones. Like, Everybody Hurts was a pretty crazy video with people's
Yeah.
thoughts, like as they're in a traffic jam. Like,
Mm.
how am I gonna get home? Am I gonna leave my wife? Like, that's like a deep, deep
Yeah.
music video. And then you got like
Um,
the new age stuff, right? Like the Beyonce, things like
Madonna
that.
Madonna had some good ones.
Right.
But yeah, it's MJ. It's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Thriller. And
Hands down.
can't be beat.
No.
Whew.
All right.
All right, man. All right. We're gonna keep doing this, guys. Don't worry. Keep
We're
doing
not
the
going
pod,
anywhere.
keep doing the channel, at least for a
Yeah.
little while.
Mm.
But man, this stuff is like it's
We might need another one of these sessions. I think we do.
I
We
agree.
we
We'll
left
do
some
part
things
two.
off the list. Yeah. All right.
All right, sweet. Thanks everyone.
Bye everybody.